The climate outlook. Jeff talks about it a lot on First Alert Focus, and it does look like as we get through like the middle part of September, we'll get a little bit closer to slightly normal, maybe a little bit below, but yeah, fall is here. 61 downtown, 58 Cleveland Hopkins. A little bit of a stronger southeast wind downtown right now. Wind's calm at the airport currently. We'll have more clouds around today compared to yesterday. Highs will be in the mid 70s, close to 80 in some spots, so a little bit warmer than yesterday too, and we inch up a little bit more, but we always get the warmest weather right ahead of our next system. Cold front comes through late Wednesday into Thursday. That'll bring cooler temperatures back for the end of the week, and also our next shot of rain. No rain out there right now. You can see the cloud cover though on the satellite here, especially Cleveland and areas east. So a little bit more clouds than we've had over the last a few days. Out the door temps right now, still lots of 50s on the board, some low 60s from Akron to Canton, mid 50s down in New Philly this morning. Hour by hour through the afternoon, again, we'll have that mix of clouds and sun. More clouds than sun, but there'll be some filtered hazy sunshine out there. By this afternoon, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s. Winds out of the southeast. It looks like it's picking up on a little bit of a lake breeze. We'll be watching that potentially for making things a little choppy on the lake, but it was beautiful yesterday and should be again for the most of the day today. Across the board, these are your 5 o'clock temperatures. 70s downtown, mid to upper 70s, definitely factor in the lake breeze there. Closer to 80 from Akron down to Canton and Dover, New Philly. So again, eventually we'll get a little bit more of that northeast wind, which could make it a little bit choppier out there on the lake the second half of the day. Something you'll want to watch for those changing conditions. I mentioned though, rain is coming back heading into Wednesday night and Thursday. I'm going to track it for you hour by hour coming up here in a few minutes. To the east of Cleveland, as I was talking about earlier, but notice the lake conditions too. They're flat. Going to be really nice through most of the day. Again, when we get a little bit of the lake breeze going late this afternoon, it could get a little bit choppier, but overall, it's just a beautiful day. Definitely going to be feeling cooler closer to the lake here too. We'll be in the mid 70s this afternoon, a little cooler when the lake breeze kicks in for our lakeshore communities. Tomorrow will be even warmer, closer to 80, but the front's moving through by late tomorrow night into Thursday. Scattered showers, dropping those temperatures right back into the 60s. So again, here's where most of the cloud cover is. We still have some over the lake. North of Cleveland and areas east is where we have more clouds and sun, but you saw some of those breaks off to our west. So some of us are getting a little bit more sunshine this afternoon. Now, you can see on a future view here, we will still have some clouds around through the afternoon and evening. We'll be staying dry, and then through the overnight hours, more cloud cover will start to build in as well. So we'll be waking up very similar to what we saw this morning. Lots of 50s on the board. Still dry through the afternoon hours. This is lunchtime tomorrow. We're in the mid 70s, pushing closer to 80. There'll be a lot more 80s on the board. I mentioned ahead of the cold front, we always get the warmest air. So that's why we'll be warmer in the afternoon hours. Still dry though through about dinner time, but you can see what's moving in from the west here, making its way closer to Toledo by 10, 11 o'clock. Could have a couple pop-up showers when you head to bed. Right now, not really looking like a severe threat. It's just going to be a real wet morning Thursday. So your first alert, the morning drive, could be a little bit icky, a little bit dicey when we see changes when we've had such a long dry stretch, and then we get pockets of heavier rain when there's a lot of folks out there on the roadways, kids walking to school, things like that. It could be a little bit slick out there. Notice there are some pockets of oranges and red too, indicating some heavier rain could be around early Thursday morning. There'll be some leftover scattered showers as we head into the afternoon hours, but especially in the morning, it's going to be a little bit wetter come Thursday. So look at that. We've got 80s. And then we're back into the 60s, 70s Friday, and then a big stretch of 60s heading into the I almost said long weekend. We're past the long weekend now. My brain's still kind of on the long weekend though. Let's break down the weekend forecast a little bit more here, because it is going to be feeling like almost, end of September, early October Browns game day weather. But it is going to be very chilly in the morning, waking up if you're going to the Muni lot too. It'll be feeling like temperatures in the 40s, mid 60s in the afternoon. We'll talk a little bit more about the weekend forecast and take a final check of that 7-day coming up here in the next 10 minutes.